been a while since I've done one of these. A couple months.
Yeah.
This is either going to be A, a 2-part video, or B, a really long video. You'll know by watching the title or how long it is, all that stuff. Some of you might know if you follow me on Twitter at iWriteI. You know, I've had some medical issues. Why this haul is as big as it is I've had some time and I've gone through my collection and gotten rid of snap cases, DVDs that look scratched or full screens, just kind of swap stuff out. I still have more to go through, so there's like 120 something DVDs in this haul. Got my notebook and my cheat sheet here. 128 DVDs if I counted correctly. So, as always, we get started with the toys. So we have horror classics. What's in the box? We have Pennywise, Ghostface, and Michael Myers. Remember when we bought this, the guy's like, man, that box is really heavy. It is, it's good. Pennywise has some heft to him.
Maybe he doesn't float.
Maybe he ate a lot of Halloween candy, I don't know. I also picked up Guardians of the Galaxy mystery box. This is the only one that I'm gonna get. I thought about getting more, but just one. It's good. It's a little bobblehead. It's the Star-Lord. My dog's sniffing. Oh, sneeze. Awesome. You know I gotta get Funko Pop, so we have the Winter Soldier without the mask.
Yep.
Bucky. Spoilers, sorry. Then also picked up Buster Bluth, who was on sale. He was $5.99.
$5.99.
Not a bad price. Then one VHS in this haul. This was at a book sale at the library. It's 50 cents.
Sorry for the camera work.
My...
There's a dog tongue in my nose.
Get the disinfectant, get the iodine.
Oh, she's so gross.
She's very awkward. She ripped her shirt. You can't see she's wearing a shirt right now, but she got a big old hole in it. Yeah, 50 cents. I adore this book, adore the movie. Kathy Bates is awesome. Gonna go to Black Friday. I'm actually very, very happy with my Black Friday haul. A, because I didn't blind buy anything, and B, I spent $50.
Yep.
So I thought I was gonna spend a lot more than that. Showed a little bit of restraint. We'll start off with 2 DVDs that I purchased. First, The Son of Batman. I'm glad that I paid $2 for it, because Damian Wayne is not likable. I think maybe
nobody likes poor Damian.
Poor
poor little turd.
It's good to watch. I did want the 2-disc edition of this, but $2 is perfectly acceptable because I didn't really enjoy the movie. Borrowers, this is, again, as I referred to, this is a replacement because the sleeve on mine wasn't the greatest.
I'm gonna be milk.
So, we have Snitch, which I picked up at Walmart for $4. Saw that in the theater, very good movie. I think one of The Rock's best. Not a combo pack, but that's alright. $4 is a steal, I thought, for that. The number one reason I went out at Black Friday at 2:30 in the morning, there were no crowds, didn't have to fight anybody, found honestly everything I was looking for. The Blade 3-pack. It's Warner Brothers, so it's stacked, which gives me
so ridiculous.
Gives me headaches. I have to replace the case, but it took me a while to find this. This was the hardest thing, and I almost was like didn't buy anything because this is the number one thing I went to Walmart for. So after doing a little bit of digging, I did find it. Also picked up Now You See Me combo pack.
Awesome movie.
Amazing movie. Glad they're doing a sequel.
Yeah, Dim Radcliffe's in it.
Really?
Yeah. MuggleNet posted.
Didn't know that. That cast is amazing. Great cast. Like I said, glad they're doing a sequel. You gotta watch this more than once. This is one of those movies. It's good to put on. It's fun. Then we had Godzilla. This was $8, which I thought was a random price point. Also the combo pack. I saw it in the theater. When I went to go watch it after I purchased it, I fell asleep. So,
Great special features on the Blu Ray, though. Some really neat stuff that they, mocked up some Monarch videos, made it look like actual company tapes. Very Hanso Foundation feeling.
Yeah.
So that was cool.
I'm sorry, I'm distracted. My cat's pawing at nothing at the window. Oh, and she just ran out.
They're so weird.
Yeah. So then, I had this in my hand and I put it down. It was $10. Amazing Spider-Man combo pack. And then went back the next day and picked it up. I put it back because I wasn't going to watch it. And my total when I went Black Friday at 2:30 in the morning was $40. And I was like, that's a great amount. And then went back the next day, picked it up. Probably not going to watch it anytime soon. It's, they didn't... whatever. I'm not going to go there. It wasn't that great, but you all know that. Pitch Black Steelbook. Last year, Black Friday, they had some of these Steelbooks. They were like $4. And this year, they were $7. Whatevs. Glad to get it. Good movie.
Yeah, it is.
Might not be the last you see Riddick in this haul. Spoilers.
The unrated director's cut, watched for the first time last night. As far as I could tell, basically in the first half of the movie there's some extended dialogue. But I want to say the last solid half of the movie is
4 minutes.
Unchanged.
Yeah, there's not a lot added to it. My mom bought this for me, $4 at Best Buy. For some reason, all of the X-Men's, I've bought and rebought, just because I didn't like the artwork, some artwork different. I don't know. But she's good enough to buy this for me, so thank you, Mom. So that's it. That's all the Black Friday stuff. I'm very happy that I didn't go nuts, because money's been tight. I've alluded to, medical and hospital visits. So these are movies my dad gave me. He went through his collection. He's not a big movie buff like I am. So he went through his collection, got me some movies. This one he actually purchased. Like I said, this haul's a good 3-4 months old. So there's going to be a lot of horror in here. And I told him that I was doing, the 31 Days of Horror in October. And I said that I wanted The Exorcist at Walmart, and he went and got it for me, $5. Very cool. And this is from his personal collection, Red Dragon. This is actually, I made it, I had the 2-disc set, so I just kind of, swapped it out with the bonus disc there. This movie's great. Even if you're not into the Hannibal series, I think this one kind of stands alone. I think it's one of my favorite, detective stories. Thank you, 10. This was a movie that I lent my dad ages ago.
Oh, gosh.
And he finally got around to getting it to me. That's the Dawn of the Dead remake. This as well, I lent him. He got it back to me, Land of the Dead. Another one I lent him was this awesome slip. I had Mr. Brown, the Quentin Tarantino slip, and I can't find it for the life of me. And I knew that I didn't get rid of it because that was rarer than some of these slips when these came out. So, my dad actually said he enjoyed this movie, so I went and purchased him his own copy of it so he could have it. And then he got me, never heard of this movie, Unforgettable, Ray Liotta. I haven't had a chance to watch it yet, but I'll check it out. Thank you, Dad, for that. And he got me Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I just need kind of the packaging that this came in. But, I had this before, but what's going on here? I had this before, But I traded it back. Actually, mine came with a faceplate, but it didn't come with these cards. It's kind of like evidence cards. So that's very cool to have. It was good to have for, 31 Days of Horror as well. And the last two things he got me were Blu Rays out of his collection. That's Premonition. I'm less sad about that, the better. The Devil Inside. I really like that movie. It's pretty spooky. Nicely done. Alright, I'm gonna move on to Newberry Comics, which I have to check my cheat sheet for.
Gosh. I'm watching the cat.
Yeah, they're getting into everything.
Make his way. That was Spike. I saw the shadow of evil go by.
Above my TV, I need to put this in a collection video, but I have like a Batman head, Iron Man head, Spider-Man head.
The collectible cases that look like these masks, and they're all.
I saw this. I really like Watchmen. I have multiple versions of it, so I didn't really need this, but it was $10. A little more than I wanted to spend. I've gotten better deals on movies, but I didn't even know that this edition existed. So for $10, I guess, Leprechaun 3-pack, $8. So here's the backstory on this. I think in my last video I might have had Leprechaun 4-pack, which has the first 4, and I also had a 4-pack that had 4, 5, and 6, and I just couldn't sleep at night knowing that I had 2 copies of the 4th Leprechaun Goes to Space, so I traded in the 4-pack to get this 3-pack. It was worth it. I feel like I did some good in the world.
And yet you could still sleep at night knowing that you have all of these Leprechaun movies.
Not all of them. I don't have the Leprechaun Orchards.
Oh, no. Now, even your dog is weeping over that.
I think she might just be weeping because she's weeping. Just like she does.
She's so awkward.
This was a replacement to Wong Fu.
Great movie.
I originally purchased it at a pawn shop, but this was at the pawn shop I probably spent $1 or $2 on it. This was $6, a little more than I wanted to, but the sleeve was really damaged and yucky, and
weird
so I just.
Robin Williams is in it.
If I saw it and I had the money, I would replace stuff. That's what I spent the last couple months doing. This was another replacement. I spent $6 on that as well. We just need, bless me.
Bless you.
Thank you. This was a snap case.
Good old New Line.
I think snap cases, stacker cases, and the plastic being glued to the case.
Oh, the sticky along the spine to keep the cellophane on. That drives you nuts. So, yeah, if it was a snap case, full screen, or the case, or the movie itself looked damaged, I tried to replace where I could. I still have a stack of stuff. Last thing that I picked up at Newberry Comics was Great American Bash. This was $12. So I haven't watched it yet. This stuff's on the network. I was looking for that receipt. I had to guess on the price and I was right. Cool. So that's my Newberry Comics haul. Alright, sorry for the pause. I had to kick the pets out. There's a lot to go through and they're kind of getting in my hair, so I kicked them out of the room. Next up is the Twilight series. Just gonna give you a warning. I basically decided to go and get all of the 2-disc versions of the movies. I don't remember the prices that I paid. Too much. I think anything you pay for Twilight.
Yeah.
Rebuying Twilight especially.
Right.
Is going to be too much.
What I ended up doing was...
Line.
what I ended up doing was giving, like the single disc editions that I had to my friend Mary, and then buying all the 2 discs for myself. So, like, Twilight was $2. New Moon, for the life of me, I can't remember how much I paid. Maybe it was one that I had in my collection already. Eclipse, I think, was $5 that I paid for.
Wow.
You're gonna hate this one. This was $10 at Newberry. And I believe this was $7 at FYE. This series I will never own on Blu Ray, no matter how cheap it gets. I'm content with these. There's 24 minutes total of staring in the entire 5 films. That's ridiculous. If you're looking for young adult type, drama, there's better stuff out there. If you're looking for vampire stuff, there's better stuff out there. There's 2 people clearly better for the main character. Like, I think Jacob is better. I think Alice is better for her than Edward is. Way more than I want to talk about Twilight, but I've got them. They're done. Hooray. We can move on. Now, I'm talking about pawn shops a lot, and I visit them frequently. I recently learned that there is a person in my area that goes to the same pawn shops that I do, and he'll buy stuff to sell it. So I've actually been going to pawn shops more frequently, since finding that out, so that I'm not missing out on stuff that I need. There's one movie in particular, which I'm not going to mention, but I spent the last 3 months everywhere looking for it. I finally just had to go on Amazon and get it, or my dad's going to get it for me for Christmas. But because I've been going to pawn shops and talking about pawn shops so much, my mom started going. And she went to the local one and she found Nurse Jackie Season 1, which I believe she paid $2 for. They also had Season 4. So I was like, alright, that's cool. I went to FYE and picked up Seasons 2 and 3. So we have 1 through 4 of Nurse Jackie. I'm going to give them a watch, and then I'm going to let my mom have them. But I like that I kind of gave her the bug. She came home with like a huge box of CDs and movies and stuff. What do we got next? Alright, we're going to go through Walmart. Walmart was one of the bigger hauls. Starting off with Scooby-Doo. Again, this is replacement because snap cases. The first one was a snap case, so what I did was just... I think the disc that this was in might have been a flipper disc or something. I just, like, the original discs that I had. Switch that out. Okay, before I show this movie, I'm gonna start off by saying that there are people who love the holidays, who get really into the spirit of it. They look forward to being with friends and family. They look forward to, Christmas shopping. They like getting Christmas movies. I'm not a big holiday person, and don't get me wrong. Like when I was a kid, holidays were amazing. My mom went out of her way to make them special. But as an adult, there's a lot of hustle and bustle. So, I don't own a lot of Christmas movies. My movie collection is laughable if I were to show you what I had. Case in point, I don't own, like, Rudolph or, like, Frosty. I own Christmas Bounty, starring Mint. And I'm probably going to watch it, too. That's the sad part. Like, this is going to... If anything's going to get me in the mood for the holiday...
It's a Wonderful Life is on the shelf.
Never seen it.
Yeah. I kind of figured that.
Another Walmart purchase. Brothers of Destruction. This was $10. I like them doing more budget titles, more one discs. Shout out to Eric in the UK, because they got they got this on Blu Ray with extra matches. Kind of jealous of that. A lot of these have been flying under the radar. They're 1-disc sets of, WWE releases. So I picked this up, switch out the cases, try to save some room. This was an excellent, excellent WWE Films movie. I highly recommend it. Perfect for the month of October. That's Oculus. I collect the WWE Films movies on DVD, but this one I think I'm going to double dip and grab the Blu Ray on.
That was a good movie.
Yeah. This was another, because both of these were snap cases, so this is in the $5 bin.
And that's pretty complete.
Yeah.
You don't need the third one. The third one's
weird thing about
pretty
this
crap.
was the originals, or like the ones that came, like when I bought, they're full screen. But the ones in the snap cases are widescreen, so I swapped them out. Wrong Turn 6. This, believe it or not, I paid $5 for.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I purchased it the weekend before it came out, and they were redoing their whole section for Halloween at the time, and there was like 10 of them just dumped in the $5 bin. And it goes to ring up and it rings up at its regular $13 price. And I was like, yeah, no, they're somebody just put them in the bin. They're $5. So they did adjust the price begrudgingly.
Yeah, their mistake.
Absolutely. I love these movies, but this one was definitely my least favorite of all of them. They're just becoming softcore porn at this point. Spoilers, the movie begins and ends with humping. Like, less humping, more horror, please. I don't think that's too much to ask. I'm going to go off on a little tangent here. The great thing about the Wrong Turn series is it's a family of redneck hillbillies. And you would think that they could be disposable.
Disposable?
Like, the good guys could kill one or two and they could still keep going with the franchise. It's not like some of the other slashers where you have to find ways to bring them back. You can just be like, oh, well, we killed Jimmy Bob.
Yeah, and they're redneck and inbreedy. There's probably more.
Well, that's the point.
Yeah.
The problem is, again, spoilers, I don't think in the last 2 or 3 Wrong Turns, any of the bad guys have died. So, yeah, I didn't enjoy it. I mean, like, I was super looking forward to it. It is what it is. I haven't gotten it on Blu Ray yet. I'm not, I'm super gonna wait till I find it cheap. I'm not gonna make a big deal about it. This one, my Walmart didn't have it. I had to actually go to a Walmart in the next state, close to my friend's house. And that's Thor, Iron Man, and Next Avengers. 3-disc set. Not stacked. It was $10. Came with the voodoo codes as well. This movie I've talked about for a while wanting. I've kind of debated whether to get the Steelbook or what have you. I've actually purchased this at one point and returned it. But it finally ended up in Walmart's 788 bin. And I think David Fincher is like my favorite director. I'm kind of assuming that he has a say in the packaging of his movies, because like if you look at this, like that's pretty bold. Like there's no, like this movie has a great cast and there's no mention of it.
I love that cover.
Oh, I do too. But just to be like, no Robert Downey Jr., Jake Gyllenhaal, no.
Science bros.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
If you get that, thumbs up to you. If you don't, you're missing out. Because like the Girl in the Dragon tattoo packaging is different. Social Network packaging is different. I don't, whatever, that's here nor there, but it's pretty bold to have a movie and not, but one of the things that I've noticed over the past couple of months is I've had a lot of time to recover, which is actually what I believe we're going to call this, the recovery and rebuild haul. I've watched a lot of movies, and so like 7, I'd never seen that before. So I definitely think David Fincher's my favorite director. So, super glad to finally have that. Thank you, Walmart, for putting it in the bin. You saw the VHS this earlier, so got the Blu Ray, $5. That's pretty cool. I actually made it the combo pack. So, DVD, Blu Ray, and VHS of Misery. Adore that movie, adore that book. Again, I'm going to repeat a lot of horror because, Walmart had amazing horror sections for Halloween. And this is one of the things they had. Psychos 2, 3, 4, and Bates Hotel, or Bates Motel, I'm not sure what that is. And
Never heard of.
Yeah, movie money to Jack Untold, which obviously never got cashed in. Or it was very bloody.
Yeah, that was kind of
blood.
Surprising.
Didn't see that coming.
No.
It's an inside joke. So this was $13. So
I don't remember 2 and 3. Well, and I told you the other day, Psycho 4's got Henry Thomas Elliot from E.T. as a young Norman Bates. Interesting tidbit. CCH Pounder's in that too. It's a radio show host.
I want to say this was $5, and I picked it up just for that art card, not realizing that the Blu-rays were also gonna have the art card. So I'd picked up the Blu-ray at it's called Music Outlet over in the next town. So we've got the combo pack. Carry. Glad to add that to the collection too. Army of Darkness. This was also in the 788 bin. So I'm working on completing that series. What you got?
Sorry, I was just looking at the features.
Oh.
There's like 8 billion different versions of this on DVD.
Yeah.
You've got the bootleg version?
Yeah. Yes. Which I believe is different than that. So.
And the first 2 you have the DVD are they both the Book of the Dead edition? Cool.
The Necronomicon?
Yes.
San Diego.
So close.
Day of the Dead. I had this. This is a Screen Factory with the, you can switch out the artwork. And then this is from the DVD that I had, which is, there's zombie movies.
Sure.
But for whatever reason, on the shelf, it didn't have, like, the title. So I was like, that's so dumb. So I picked this up for $10. Anarchy, Purge Anarchy, very good. I did like the first one. A lot of people didn't, but glad to get this. Great for Halloween time. I can watch horror movies like year round. I know a lot of people just kind of keep it to October. Whatevs. Oh, look at this. Didn't remember the price. I want to say it was $8. What's great about this, it's a Walmart exclusive. But before that, you could only get it at the Disney store online.
Such an awesome movie.
Oh my god, it's amazing. This and like the NES game.
There's some childhood there.
Yeah. My mom actually purchased this for me. This was a double pack, $13. 1 disc. But glad to have that. Thank you, Mom. I haven't had a chance to watch this. I watched the second one for Halloween. This was $5. Not bad. The second one wasn't bad, so hopefully the third one will be decent. It's on my short list of stuff to watch. This was also $5. Gotta get that Scooby-Doo. I had Boo Brothers, but I want to say it was a snapcase, and I didn't have Cyber Chase, so. These, I was glad to see these in Walmart's horror section. $5 for each. So you get 2 Friday the 13th. Very cool. And these are the deluxe editions with great bonus features. Just looking now for the Jason Slasher collection because I can't find the slim case of Freddy vs. Jason, so I think I'm gonna have to spend money on that. If it's used, I've seen it for $13, but FYE has it new for $20, and I'm probably sadly gonna have to get that. Oh yeah, I'm throwing stuff. Sorry, don't get me off run. I've wanted this for a while. Shockingly, saw it at Walmart. I think it was $8. Oh, we never talked about this. CM Punk signed with UFC.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
I'm very excited.
Okay.
Very excited. So I'm going to be definitely getting into UFC. Very happy about that. Another 2-pack. Stop! I had both of these in snap cases, I believe. But I didn't... This isn't... It's a flipper disc. So that kind of sucks. I guess I didn't keep... I traded them in instead of keeping them, making them compact. I believe this is from Walmart. Psycho looked like it was maybe a flipper disc. I haven't opened it. This actually, I believe, is going to be a 4-discer. Mainly purchases for Never Sleep Again, which I found recently at Walmart for $5. The 2-disc edition. But this is pretty cool. It is the full
some solid
documentary.
movies. Original Children of the Corn
Yep.
with Linda Hamilton.
Reanimator I know from Hack Slash comic. And I kind of decided that I'm cool with just having the first Hellraiser, the first Children of the Corn.
Yeah.
Because there's, like...
Oh, yeah, the Children of... I mean, I don't know Hellraiser, but Children of the Corn... I want to say
like that.
I've seen up to the 4th or the 5th one. The second one I've seen a lot. The second one's pretty solid. Third one, Nick Brendan's in a tiny part in it.
Okay.
So I knew it from that. But yeah, I've seen like up to the 4th or the 5th one too. I don't know which one does what's-his-face from the first one come back in. I can't think of the kid's name now. If you know the movie, you know who I'm talking about. Goofy little dude that runs the joint. Yeah, he comes back in one of them. There's too many of those.
Yeah. I decided, I think Exorcist was something that I had been thinking about for a while of, I want to get all the Exorcists. But I'm glad that I decided just to stick with the first one. So, similar to these series, I'm not going to go get them all. So I'm going to find myself in a situation with, like, Wrong Turn, where it's like, I like the first bunch, and then they really start...
Yeah.
So that's Walmart. Next up, we'll do FYE. And because this is over 3 months, there's a lot of different sales that they were doing, and I don't remember them all. This one sale in particular was WWE sale of buy one, get one free. So this, and it was on items that weren't on sale.
Yep.
Okay.
Had to be new, couldn't be on sale.
Right.
They've done that before.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the free? Yeah, I think so.
They also did, and I bought some stuff where you spend a certain amount and you get like where is it? I have it over there, like the bag.
A new bag, yeah.
So, this was...
Expensive, wasn't it?
$40.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah, no.
But it had the sale sticker. for $25.
That's right.
Okay, now you know where I was going with it. So it's buy one. So I figured, all right, $40 for a Blu Ray and then something else.
Yeah.
That's a good deal. The other thing that I grabbed, okay, ask me used how much this is at FYE.
How much would that be used at FYE?
$35.
Okay.
It was $28 new. So what happened was that I figured $40 for both of these. You get 5 WrestleManias and John Cena Blu-ray.
Yeah, because it had the sticker, but it wasn't ringing up the sale price, which meant it should have been part of the buy one get one deal.
Because I checked it, I looked it up, and $40, all right. I go to ring out, and the guy changes the price on this to $25, which essentially would have avoided the sale, right?
You wouldn't have been able to get the freebie. Because now it's a sale.
Yeah, and then it was like, oh, why isn't it ringing up get one off? So, bottom line is I paid $25 for both of these.
Poor kid.
I go there a lot, and the thing is, I believe it's the closest FYE around, but it's in the next state. It's not like I can just hop in the car.
No, it's a little bit of a hike.
Plan my trips around, my weekends around going. Even to the point where I find out, you can't take trade-ins on the weekends.
Yeah.
I found that out that way. That's neither here nor there. But I go there a lot. They recognize me. They give me the heads up on all kinds of sales, but I mean, that's a killer deal. Probably, I don't know, one of the best that I've had. This was also a rebuy. I'm not going to go through the prices and everything, just kind of make this go a little quicker.
Such a great movie.
Cape Fear. Alright, I'm going to apologize to you because I made you watch this, and this isn't really your bag. This isn't your type of movie, so
I didn't know.
To make it up to you, we watched this Simpsons episode where they kind of
Parody.
Yes.
It was awesome.
So, I apologize. I enjoyed this movie. It's the 2-disc. I'm not going to open it up. Take my word for it. Which was hard to find, which I had to do some things. It's a long story. I'm not going to get into it. The library got their copy back. Okay. Kinda. Sort of. Whatever.
Yeah.
Sister Act. Starring
Jim Beaver. No, really. Bobby's in it.
I'm gonna grab this. Is he?
Yes, he is.
I also grabbed Sister Act 2, but not at FYE, at a pawn store.
Lauryn Hill's in that.
I think I knew that.
Yep.
I think I've only seen the first one.
And, I'm gonna say Jennifer Love Hewitt, and I'm 95% certain that she's in the second one, too. She's one of the students, so I don't think she's gonna be billed.
Maggie Smith.
No.
Harvey Keitel.
No.
Then I know that. Oh, I was looking at the first one. Maggie Smith.
No.
James Corman. Then I have no idea. This is... What was that?
Professor McGonagall and, no, that'll do, Pig. Green Mile?
You're Peg.
No, because you said that's who he was. Never mind.
I know, you're referencing Babe. And so, another replacement for Snapcase. This, for whatever reason, like the sleeve was, like, it looked like coffee had been spilled.
Ended up in a really weird shape.
Drink coffee.
Well, and how did it get spilled on the one movie on the shelf in the midst of all of the other Bs?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah.
That's such a cool movie, though.
I love the movie. And I'm not...
No guilt over that. That's an awesome movie. And I like Stick It, too. That's the director's other one.
Yeah.
Same dude.
Narnia. I needed this one. I kind of decided that if I was ever going to start paring down my collection, that these movies would probably be the first to go. But just for odds, I've got that.
Yeah, Tilda Swinton. She's cool.
Another that was in a Snapcase, Batman Superman movie.
Not bad. Not as good as Phantasm. Love Phantasm. I owned that VHS. I bought the VHS
Clamshell?
of Mask. Yes, the big chunky clamshell, and I bought that at the Warner Brothers store in New York City.
Nostalgia.
Yep.
I kind of miss video stores and stuff. And
That store was fantastic.
give me a second. Reminisce.
Because that was when Batman Forever came out. I've told you about that.
Yeah.
There was a Batwing on the
I
ceiling
don't think
of
I've
the
ever
second
been to
floor
Warner Brothers
of the
store.
Warner Brothers store. It was magical because, like, every 25 minutes they had a light show. We were in there for hours. Ugh. We were driving our
I've never
uncle
been.
nuts.
This
Okay.
was something else I picked up and didn't realize that.
You have 17 copies of it already? Because it's Saw?
Yeah.
Okay. No,
And I
seriously,
had this
what?
with the blood.
Okay.
So it's
Seriously, Saw could be its own bookcase. I was just going to say shelf, but no. It's a bookcase at this
speaking
point.
of buying stuff that I already had. This I didn't get at FYE, but because it was with Saw, I'm putting it here. I purchased this at that music store that I was telling you about, just to have another one of those, and then I'm gonna trade in the movie. Cause we never actually put that video online, huh? With the Saw collection.
No.
Oh,
No,
man.
because we still got to
I
do
meant
posters.
to do that for
Halloween?
yeah. Spoilers. Whoops. I have a pretty interesting Saw collection that I thought that I'd posted, but I, been busy with, freaking neck surgery. But I wanted to put that film.
Or you want me to take that out and put it in the other video?
Maybe. This I saw when I was in high school.
I don't think I've seen it.
No?
No.
I don't remember much about it, but, I just remember, I didn't have it, and I think it was, $2.
I don't know. I can't see through the thing that's in it.
I don't
Robert
think...
Englund's in it. That's cool.
Is he?
Yeah. Mm.
Yeah, I've seen it once
I don't
in
know.
high school. Didn't remember, but
Sorry.
we're gonna check it out. Another replacement for a snap case.
Mm.
Willy Wonka. Finally, getting into some Blu Rays here. Third Hatchet. Haven't watched them yet. But I have all three now. And then we have... Alright, so I went through my collection and I thought that the only Halloween that I didn't have on Blu Ray was the third one, which I can't find for cheaper than $30, and I don't even like it because Michael Myers isn't in it. Then I realized I didn't have the fourth one, so I went and picked that up. And then I finally, it doesn't have the slip, but I do have my first Scream Factory Blu Ray, which is it's a 2-disc set. Got that great, you can interchange the art. It's like if I had the slip would be this, and then the sleeve could be that. So this was $10. I know Scream Factory had a lot of good deals, but I don't buy stuff online, so I kind of missed out on a lot of great horror movies. But very happy to have that. This I picked up for $15, when it came out. It was good. I
I
wasn't expecting that. It was long. I think a lot of studios are interpreting length for being epic, and
no, it doesn't need to be.
I think you can trim some stuff.
Because we had that talk. The characters are just kind of caricatures anyway, so you don't really need a lot of development time.
Yeah.
But no, I have surprisingly little guilt for how much I enjoy the Transformers movies. You take them for what they are, They're
I
fun.
don't remember being... I had a couple Transformers, but I don't remember...
No, not at all.
shows or...
I didn't
Well, I
care.
definitely know you didn't. But
No.
anyway, Bret Hart, the Dungeon Collection. I think I got this when I purchased Hatchet. It was buy one, get one 50% off. This is a Snapcase replacement.
Yep. Love that movie. Ugh.
That movie was a
Since
big
we let our
help.
first-class passengers do pretty much whatever they want. Nobody talks
Can't
to
see
Billy
the
Idol that way.
Chief, you've seen the movie now and
Uh,
Finally.
Yay! It's almost New Year's.
Finally,
I can watch it again.
And you can see what I paid for it because I haven't opened it yet.
Ugh. Don't care. I love that movie. Love that movie. I love that movie.
I saw it in the theater.
We met Ernie Hudson. No.
Yeah. Finishing up Evil Dead. It's really not much to say. Just
It's Evil Dead.
this, I think I was going through my receipts and I paid like $13 for it, which was way too much.
Wow.
Yeah. You can get like the 3D Blu Ray for like 10. So yeah. Whoops. I enjoyed it though.
Yeah. Wasn't bad.
I think one of the eye-opening things about all the horror movies that I've watched is Texas Chainsaw is. I haven't seen all of the movies, but what I have seen I've really enjoyed, so it's becoming one of my favorite franchises. And Toby Hooper is pretty pimp. This was a replacement because mine was signed, and I still to this day don't know if like
it really was signed or just
signed by
somebody
in the cast or signed by
writing their name on it because this is my movie.
Why not write it on the case so like I can replace the case at least? No, they wrote it on the sleeve. So
yeah, that was weird.
That annoyed me. Bought that. This was $10. Otherwise, I honestly wouldn't have purchased it because with the network, you know, all the stuff's on the network. Plus, the matches aren't that mind-blowing that are on here. Like, there's not a single match from 95 on here. Which isn't a bad thing, because 95 wasn't that great, but there's some, you know, I don't know. Maybe they're saving some stuff for a volume 2, but I've been watching WCW from 95. Mongo's Chihuahua. Did I show you that?
I don't
the
think
Chihuahua's
so.
Got the googly eyeglasses.
No, I haven't seen that.
Oh my god, it's hilarious. FYE had like a huge bin where if you spent so much you got like a duffel bag. So this was $7. Was this 7? It's either 7 or 10, I don't remember. Same thing with that. I don't know, all my piles are mixed up. I have these on DVD, but just, you know, get the Blu Rays. I think that's it for FYE. I think that's it for FYE.
So many Saw.
When did you get here?
So many Saw. Yep. And digital. So that means there's like 2 entire rows on the Voodoo that are all about the Saw.
What?
Huh?
It's just the movies, there's no special features, but what I ended up doing was taking all the Blu-rays. What I did was I put them in my room. I've got more shelves, so I have a kind of a small selection of movies that I want in my room. I'll talk about some later, but I took all of the Blu-rays, the Saw Blu-rays. They're in my room now. This is going on the shelf, so if I would just want to... Yeah. I think I saw the... You're gonna hate me. The DVD of this is $10 at Walmart.
Oh, yeah. You need that now, too?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's kind of sad for as many different editions of Saw as I have. I don't have a lot of, like, here's 1 through 3, and here's 1 through 5, and here's...
Like multi-packs?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. Many, many piles.
We'll go through Best Buy. It was your birthday gift.
Yeah.
It's $12.
Yeah. It ended up being pretty cheap. That was cool. It's the extended Blu-ray in the cool. Oh, I can't do it. Black case.
Oh, I love the black cases. Which is weird because, like, DVDs come in black cases and you're just like, meh.
Yeah.
You're excited when a DVD case comes in color, but, like, when a Blu Ray case is in black, you're like, oh my god, that looks so beautiful.
Still weird to me that the Hobbits are single disc. That they're not as extended. Like the Lord of the Rings. So spoiled by the really, really, truly extended nature of those. But, you know.
I'm glad that these haven't cost, like, $1 billion.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, you got the original trilogy for, like, $50 instead of paying, like, the $100 that I got. Or that I've seen on, like, Amazon and stuff.
Mm.
Tradition to always get Supernatural when it comes out.
This was a good season. I liked this stuff. The trials.
And we have a couple of things that were in our $8 bin. So American Wedding, which, like, I looked at my Blu-rays and I'm like, I have 1, 2, and Reunion.
Yeah. Just get it.
Yeah.
I know. Just get it.
Cool to see some UFC in the bin. That was $8.
Yeah.
Glad I was patient on this. $30.
Mm.
It was hard to find.
Yeah. Cool to finally get that, though.
I held off when it was like $60.
Mm.
So, and this, I mean, it's got some features, so it's not like it's just the movies. There's some cool stuff on here. More Texas Chainsaw, again, because we're going back to Halloween. So, I got the second one with that art card, which is kind of... We've all said this. They shouldn't have... I don't know. It looks weird.
Yeah. What are you going to do?
Last Best Buy. It's just showing you, like, how long ago this haul was from. Captain America Winter Soldier Steelbook. You've all seen this. You know how good this looks.
Love that movie.
The Blu-ray's actually in the Blu-ray player, but...
Oh, the DVD was in the DVD player, too.
No, it's not. It's in my hand.
Come on. I gotta have something to watch obsessively. Look, it's Bucky. This guy. I can't. Such a great movie.
I pulled it out of the DVD player because I had to go on a hunt for this at a Redbox. I think I ended up checking like 3 or 4 total before I finally found a Redbox that had the DVD in there. And I'm kind of bummed that like Thor had a
space for it. Yeah.
This one doesn't, so.
That's okay. It's just gonna go back in the DVD player. Yeah. It's got a home.
What's that back there? I don't know. So these are all Blu-rays that I've picked up at like pawn shops for like $4 or $5. District 9. Kind of hinted at this. Riddick.
Looking forward to watching that.
Yeah. Predators. So I think, well, just Diary of the Dead. Movie not that great. The song that plays over the credits is amazing. If you see the movie, you'll know what I'm talking about. Silver Linings Playbook. That's on the short list of stuff I have to watch.
That's so weird.
Taking Pelham 1, 2, 3.
It was a cool movie. I enjoyed that.
This movie, like, I really enjoyed, surprisingly. It's been, like, one of the hardest movies to find for cheap. Like, I saw it in the theater and I thought, oh, this is going to be something that I'm going to pick up. And I've just recently found it for $5. Like, kind of stumped by that. I swear to God, like, at Newberry Comics, there's a new edition for like $30 or something ridiculous like that. And I'm like, that's got to be a joke.
Mm.
Romeo and Juliet Blu Ray.
Yeah, that was an inexpensive pickup.
Oh yeah, these are all $4 or $5 a piece. I don't. Luckily, pawn shops are good. And, you know, if you go there regularly, if you buy a lot, they give you good deals. Flight. This I picked up at a 7-Eleven for $5. Zombie Diaries 2 is brand new. And then this I picked up at like a pharmacy. Was it $10? I don't know. It was kind of expensive. But this is, I don't know where I got it. Like, I assume I picked it up at FYE, but I can't find the receipt. I have no idea when, where, or how much. It just materialized in my collection. Like, I don't, and it had a slipcover, which is weird, because wrestling DVDs don't. I'm so stymied by this, I can't even begin to tell you. Like, this is Disney Movie Rewards. I decided that I want to get all the Pixar's on Blu-ray, but I didn't want to pay any money for this one.
Yeah. Hey, they got the ticket money. That was more than they deserved for that. Sorry. And I'm saying that, and Michael Caine was in it. It was set in England. I should have loved it. No.
I had the DVD that I bought when it first came out, and I traded in just because, like, I'm like, I'm not gonna watch this movie, but.
And didn't you say it was less points than the combo pack in the DVD case?
Yes.
Disney, you're so weird.
Yes.
Why is that? Why is the combo in a DVD case a thing? That's so weird.
I think that's stopped happening. I think that was a thing for a while, but I don't think that's the thing that happens now. It's just, like, there's an option where you can spend points and then pay for shipping.
Yeah, we've done that for a couple.
More points. I was just like,
nope.
Spend all of the points. Like, I don't want to pay a penny for this.
Yeah.
But I am glad to have it.
When you consider some of the points that we've earned are from, you know, I found this here, and you found a $2 DVD at a pawn shop, and that translated into, you know, a fraction of that movie. That's worked.
I decided I didn't want Kill Bill 1 and 2 to be two separate cases on my shelf. And then, because of the holiday season coming up, like, Steelbooks are a huge thing for gifts. So, like, I've now seen these for like $15 a piece. Whereas I think this was $8 at Target.
That's funny.
So, I know we've had talks about, like, how many times am I going to rebuy Kill Bill? Mm-hmm. Because I think you're still waiting for it to be packaged together.
I don't know. It's just like this glimmer of hope that eventually, someday, it will become one film again.
It'll happen. I believe it'll happen. I just, like, I bought this and then, because I was like, I wanted the Steelbooks, but it was like, I'm never going to find them again, so whatever. And I'm tired of having essentially one movie take up 2 spaces on my shelf when space is an issue. And then to find the Steelbooks, you know, in the store again. So I think I'm pretty much got all of the Aliens and all of the Predators now. That's cool. This one, packaged, both movies packaged together, but two discs for $10. And then finally to find them together in one set was cool at Target.
No, that's neat.
These 2 purchases were purchases at a Dollar Tree, so $1. And $1. I'm gonna be perfectly honest, I'm probably not gonna keep Sweetwater. I just couldn't not buy a Blu-ray for $1. I don't know. I'm weird.
It's cool to have Slumdog. I like.
So, I'm going to talk about these for a second, but one of the movies that I had a hankering to watch for 31 Days of Horror was Brain Scan. And I'm like, looking it up, couldn't find it in stores, like it just, Amazon had ridiculous prices on it. And I'm at a Dollar General, and I see there's like 6 volumes of these, and they are some of the most randomest movies. They're stacked, by the way.
Ugh.
So that kind of sucks, because it was a $10 set, so you would think if you're paying...
Yeah, they can shell out for a decent case.
Trying to see if I can put it up on my phone.
Original Fright Night, though. That's cool.
Yeah.
You just had the remake?
It was really cool. Brain Scan, obviously. Don't know anything about Monster High.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can get a picture of that.
It's not wanting to focus real well.
No. I don't imagine I'll be buying any other ones.
Yeah, sorry.
I'll try to read them off. There's one that has the Matthew Broderick Godzilla.
Fred the Giant Lizard.
The Covenant. 2 other movies that I can't tell.
Wait, was Godzilla and Covenant on the same thing?
Yeah. I'm telling you, these are wacky.
Bucky.
There's one that has Dracula.
Oh, Gambit's in that.
Bram Stoker's Dracula and Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. Alright, those 2 go together. The other 2 movies with it, Rob Zombie's Halloween 2.
Sure.
And Underworld.
Okay.
So, like, even if I were to get that, because I'm kind of interested in Dracula and Frankenstein.
But then you've got multiple copies of
and then
Halloween and Underworld completely out of there. Yeah, that's so weird.
Then there's one that has Ghost Rider, Mothman Prophecies, Secret Window, and another movie I can't read. So that's really bizarre.
Yeah.
Because it was a superhero movie.
Mm-hmm.
The only other one of these that I thought about buying had Zombie Strippers, The Devil's Tomb, Resident Evil Apocalypse. So that's the second one?
Mm-hmm.
And the 1990 remake of Night of the Living Dead, which has been on my list of stuff to buy. Then it's like a random Resident Evil out of order, and I don't know if I'm gonna like Zombie Strippers. I don't know what Devil's Tomb is about. So yeah, really
so
wacky.
Good.
If you see them,
We got the licenses to a bunch of stuff. I'll put them on discs together. Should we maybe see if they match? Look, we got to get them on the shelves. All right.
like Rob Zombie's Halloween 2.
2.
What?
Shh. The rights were cheap.
This I know nothing about, but it was $3. It's horror, and Aaron Paul's in it. So, what more do you need to know? Another Dollar General pickup.
There's some solid movies.
Yeah. What Lies Beneath was really good, and I was shocked that I didn't have it. Red Eye's pretty decent.
Yeah, it starts a lot stronger than it finishes, but...
We're all in some cases, so...
Yeah, that's cool. The Haunting? Yeah, no. Awkward Owen Wilson.
This was at Big Lots. It was just $7. So I kind of backed myself in a corner because I now decided I want all of these like ultimate editions that have like these awesome books, photos and stuff.
Yeah, nice. And photos from all the movies. Cool stuff.
And every book is going to be different for every one of these movies. Unfortunately, FYE has them used for like $30.
Oh, they're ridiculously expensive.
You don't know if everything's going to be in there, so I don't want to take the risk of buying them. But you get these 2 cards, and
especially after being spoiled by getting it for $7.
Yeah. But, you know, if anyone has a line to any of these, if you're looking to get rid of them, just let me know, please. I don't really have room for them, but like I like Harry Potter. I'm a pretty big Harry Potter fan, so I have a lot of merchandise. So
there's a lot of stuff.
Yeah. This was a pickup at a pawn shop. Season 8 of The Office. I think I needed 7 and 9. And this is Blu Ray and DVD, so that's pretty cool. They're flippers though, but you know. James Spader, he's awesome. Freaking love him. This I picked up for $20. I'm kind of wondering, like, I have the first Matrix on Steelbook, and I'm really happy with that. Matrix was pretty cool, but I guess what I'm saying is I'm not sure if I'm going to keep this or not. Like, it's very cool to have, because the other 2 Matrix movies can be purchased for $7.88 through Walmart's bin. So, I don't know. I try not to have, unless, like, I really adore the movie to the point where I have, like, merchandise of it. Like, I don't need 2 copies of the first Matrix on Blu-ray. I don't. So that's that. We're going to take a pause, and then I'll be back to wrap this up. Okay. Had to move everything around. I'm going to wrap this up with DVDs that I've purchased at several different pawn shops, comic book stores, etc. I'm going to go through these really quickly. This was actually at a Port 1. So it's,
love that thing. Red box equivalent. Yeah.
But you actually get the, real deal. You actually get a case and a sleeve for it. Anytime I see wrestling, something or other, I'm always going to pick it up. So I don't need this, but if any of my wrestling fans do, I can trade with them. So that's the 3-disc edition of Mick Foley's Greatest Hits and Misses. I actually have this, but my copy is personalized to me from Foley. Escape from New York, which I purchased because Ox Baker passed away, and he worked with my dad, and that was kind of the connection that I had. So I wanted to get that in memory of him. The Watcher, love this movie. I adore James Spader. My copy, like, the sleeve was messed up, is why I purchased another one. Because that's a movie that I definitely would have in my collection. This, I purchased at a pawn shop, again, just to have it in my room. Because I have all the other Wrong Turns or combo packs on the Blu-ray shelf, but this I wanted to keep in my room. Finally finished the SNL Will Ferrell set. Please don't leave a comment telling me there's a 4 or 5. I'll pull out all my hair. Great things about pawn shops and stuff is, like, you can find relatively recent releases for $1.
Yeah.
So
haven't seen it yet, but District 9 was cool. It's Matt Damon.
and
It's usually less than the cost of a rental, so
absolutely, because, like, what is Redbox now? $1.29?
it's $1.50. It's $1.50 as of
Yeah.
December 1. Yep.
And Port 1 is
Port 1's like $2.50, or at
Really?
least the last
For a
time
rental? Yeah.
I'd rented. Yeah.
so. I mean,
So
I either
rent
paid
that
$1 or $1.50 or $2, so it averages out to about $1. Jumanji.
Mhm.
Killing Them Softly. I need to watch that. I haven't. Underworld, which I purchased because mine was full screen for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why do those still exist?
I don't know. Superman movie. I'm looking for Superman 3 and 4 on DVD now. Friday the 13th, 1 and 2. Again, I purchased them so I could keep it in my room, so I can have, some movies to watch. If it has a wrestler or wrestling in it, I'm going to buy it. I didn't need it, but again, it could be for trade. It's for rounds 2. For $1, I'm not going to pass it up. Dirty Work, a very funny, underrated movie that I don't hear much about. Jaws. Didn't realize that I didn't have that in my collection. I was kind of surprised when I went through and found out I didn't have it. And I also picked up Jaws: The Revenge. You gotta love a shark that has a personal grudge. That's phenomenal. This should be in everybody's collection. It's Nick Cage, Face Off, Snake Eyes, Bringing Out the Dead. Sometimes I'll buy stuff like that, and if it's a 3-disc case, I'm buying it for the case. But in that case, I think I might actually hold on to that. Boogeyman, I replaced. I think the sleeve was the disc was scratched.
Oh, I feel like it was watchable though. That's Eric Kripke.
No, yeah, I know, but
I'm just...
mine was full screen. So
Weird.
I replaced that. I replaced this because the remake was a snap case, and this just ended up
saving some space.
Yeah.
But
Riff Tracks, Original House on Haunted Hill, and then I just kept, the disc. I think I gave. What I ended up doing was stuff that I got rid of, but I kept the cases. I gave to my friend Mary. I put in a binder for her, so all of that stuff didn't go to waste. This was really cool to find a 4-disc set, because even though that I had 3 out of 4 of these, save some space. They're not stacked. They're not flipper discs. So this, I had seen and been at the Punch Out for a while, and I was kind of had my radar on it because I could tell it was you could switch the sleeve out. And I'm like, Katrina. I know who that is. She used to be a diva with WWE, and she used to wrestle for TNA. So I was like, dude, I guess I didn't know about this. She is the host, kind of like a New Age Elvira for a lot of these horror movies that got releases, so that was very cool to see. Hollywoodland.
I still haven't seen that.
You should. It's a good movie. Howling. Just because a lot of people picked up the Scream Factory edition, so I just wanted to check out what the fuss is about. This was a great. I love Cry Wolf. Big Lots had the rated Cry Wolf, and I almost bought it. I still might if I, would ever see it. But what I did was I made this a 4-discer instead of the discs that this came with had 2. So I need the return, and that's the movie that I kind of hinted that I went everywhere looking for, and I finally just was I asked my dad to get it for me for Christmas because FYE doesn't have it. None of the pawn shops. It is insane. Literally the definition of the word insanity. Me looking for the return. The pawn shops have every other horror movie imaginable but that. I remember Walmart had this set with Silver Bullet and Pet Sematary.
Sounds right.
And they had it for $20. And I was I remember seeing them at the pawn shop without the case, without the case, and I guess somebody snatched up the other 2, but.
$1.50 a piece.
I know I just ranted about snap cases and then turned around and bought one, but I never heard of it. I'm a huge Stephen King fan, so I picked that up. Another movie that I was surprised to find out that I didn't own it. Okay, so I don't have cable because I just don't. It's way too expensive. I don't really watch a lot of TV, and I'm so close to going off on a tangent, but I won't. But I do have an antenna and kind of get a couple local channels, and I was flipping through, and this was on one of those like channels. I was like, "Oh, that's so cool! I'm gonna go watch that." And then I went down my collection. I didn't have it. So, Spy Kids. Shocked to realize I didn't have that.
It's a fun movie.
Sorry.
Uh-oh.
Also Spy Kids 3. I made this. The 3D version and the 2D version. So I just need 2. I don't think I'm going to get the Jessica Alba one.
All the time in the world. Well, it's not the original kids in it, right?
I think...
Or are they just like cameos or whatever?
Yeah.
Okay. Now that's weird.
Rodriguez, though.
Yeah.
Machete's behind the mask. Didn't I you know, you see Freddy, Jason, you're like, alright, that's interesting. And then I think Tim Curry was just talking about this on the replay. If you don't get that reference, I'm sorry. Green Lantern. Yeah.
It was cheap.
Final Cut.
It's a cool movie.
You've seen it?
I thought. Yeah.
I'm just not into this movie, but you know, $1 and it's got
flower
some
films
people in it. Scarlet, Ben Affleck.
Yeah, there's a huge cast.
I'm not into those kind of.
No, same.
Training Day was a replacement for Snapcase. I switched out the discs also because the one in here, I'm so particular about my movies. It wasn't colored.
Yeah,
I know I'm weird. Another replacement for Snapcase. White House Down.
Oh, I forgot you got that. Yeah. Now I want to watch it. Video's over.
Good night, folks.
Now keep going. The battery's dying.
Wolf Creek. Based on a true story, in quotation marks. I watched it. Wasn't that thrilled with it. Apparition. I'm working on putting all these movies together once I get the case that I need for it. This is a replacement for full screen. This, being completely honest, I bought just because it's a 3-disc case. And no other reason. I don't care for any of those movies. You find the strangest things at pawn shops, so...
Yeah.
Metal Gear 4, it's like a movie. Talking about making this game, I'm sure. Hereafter?
It was another one of those, hey, I'd like to watch that. Oh, it's cheaper than renting it.
Yeah. This is a replacement for Snapcase. Players Club. Didn't have it, but for $1. I think the disc was scratched. That's a replacement on that. This one, I honestly promise you that I thought this was going to be the movie that I had the hardest time replacing. The disc had
it's Xander.
a sticker on it.
Now it's a thing. Now it's Xander.
the disc had a sticker on it, which I couldn't Goo Gone off for some reason.
Mm.
I tried, but on the whole, I walked into my local pawn shop and it's there, and I was like, oh, thank goodness. This I picked up for the case. My plan is, I'm not going to get into it right now, but I picked it up for the case. Growth of the Dragon tattoo. Again, neat case. Really, really love Fincher. Gone Baby Gone. Marie Antoinette.
Cheaper than renting.
That's how I feel.
What? Let's be honest.
Yeah. That's how I feel about Red Lights. A pretty decent cast.
Yeah.
I talk so long that I think I killed better in your phone.
Yeah.
Are we back?
And the media card. Keep going. Keep going.
House of the Dead. I actually own a funny version of this movie, in air quotes. So I. Breach Chamber 2-pack.
That seems like a weird.
Ellen, pretty funny. Pickle Claw.
Yes, the
Pickle Claw.
in the reverse pickle claw.
Yeah, fingers for colored people. It was $1. Yeah, 4 movies. They're flipper discs, but I'll work on it. I doubt I paid more than $2 for this.
That's awesome.
So, yeah. And I'm opening it up and I'm looking inside, and just randomly loose inside was that. So it's like, free movie. Yahtzee.
So weird.
Yeah. I mean,
oh, that's cool.
yeah. Last couple here. Prom Night remake. I think I own the original on one of those like multi-disc of like cheapo horror movies.
Yeah.
Again, wrestling. If I see it, I'm gonna buy it. Didn't need it. My copy signed by Shane. I'm not trying to say that to like whatever show off. I just last two. Another horror movie that I was surprised wasn't in my collection, just because I don't know. If you can't tell, I adore horror movies.
Yeah.
Thought I had this. It's about video games where if you die in the game, you die for real.
The guy from Debs isn't that, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
I can't think of the actor's name for the life of me.
I know what you're talking about though.
Yeah, that guy.
And he's singing in the car. It's like all of that. Last thing, Maniac. I don't know if I can show. So I'm just gonna leave it like that. But yeah, it's one of those things where you can switch out the covers. Very cool movie. So that's everything, folks. Thank you for sticking with me. I know this is a long one. I can't put everything in a shot like I do lately, so we'll end it on Bucky, I guess.
And Bucky?
Bucky, I don't know what he's...
Uh-oh. Did he get shoved?
He got buried.
Poor guy.
Bucky and Bucky.
Thank you.
Where's your Bucky bear?
Oh, it's way in the other room. He's guarding the shield and meow meow.
Alright, folks. I think that's it, because the phone's about to go bye-bye. I'm knackered.
I think it's supper time.